Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Nadia. I'm super excited to be back. I was doing videos before in English and Spanish, and I just want to keep doing that. Also, I just wanted to come back and do these makeup videos as well because I enjoy applying makeup, and also I enjoy watching other people apply their makeup. My friends, or seeing their makeup cases, what they are using. So I figured I was gonna share just the way I apply my makeup and what I do or what products I use. So what I'm gonna do today is kind of like a recreation of what I did for my 4-year anniversary dinner. I used pink eyeshadows from the palette Too Faced, just Peachy Mattes palette, and I did this kind of like soft glam, but with this peachy pink tones that this palette has, which I think is gorgeous. Okay, so I already start with my brows, and I already prime my face and everything. No, I haven't primed my face actually. I just moisturize my face. But I'm gonna start with my eyes. I'm gonna use a primer. This is the NARS Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base Primer. And normally I use concealer, but I had this and I haven't used it, so I need to. Okay, now I'm going to apply a little bit of powder to set this. If I don't set my eyelids, the shadows are so blotchy all the time. Okay, so I'm going to use the shade Just Peachy, and I'm going to apply this on my crease. So I changed brushes because I want to stamp the color first. And I'm putting this on my crease, like half of my crease, and on my outer corner in here. This is a small dense brush from MUFE. It's the E17. Okay, now I take my crease brush and I start blending this out. I'm going to use now Peach Cobbler. Actually, I'm going to grab another brush. This is the Morphe M507. Now I'm going to use a little bit of Peach Punch. Now I'm dragging this same brush over here. I'm going to use Peach Sangria, and I'm going to apply this close to my lash line. Okay, then I kind of clean the brush a little bit, and with the same brush I just start buffing that out. I actually want to just stamp this black eyeliner. I'm applying this super close to my lash line. I'm taking this, the brush from Anastasia, and I'm buffing this out, upwards and outwards. Okay, now I'm gonna grab a flat concealer brush. This one that I have is from Wet n Wild, and I'm gonna take a little bit of concealer, and I'm just gonna clean this inner part. I'm just applying a little bit of concealer. With no more product on my brush, I just put it right here, kind of like in the middle, to blend the concealer with the eyeshadow, and it kind of creates a very soft blending. Now I'm just gonna take Peach Meringue I'm taking that same shade to clean up this brow bone. Okay, so now for my complexion, I'm going to start with, I'm going to use this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter Primer, I think it is. This is in the shade Tan, shade number 5. So I like putting it in here, kind of where I apply my highlighter. Whoops, I think I put too much on my nose. I wanted to tell you guys about this beauty sponge. I actually sell this beauty sponge. It is a little bit bigger than the beauty blender. When it's dampened, it's way bigger. This is when it's not dampened, by the way. And it looks exactly like a beauty blender, but it does grow bigger, so it's not a beauty blender. This is the only sponge I use now. I used to have a beauty blender, and I actually wanted to show you guys the difference, but I'm pretty sure my dog ate my beauty blender. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna leave the link of this sponge down below. I sell it on eBay. It's $7.99, so it's super good. This is how it comes. It comes in this box. It says NC Beauty. NC is because of my name. But check it out. It's really inexpensive, and whoops, I dropped it. It's really inexpensive, and it does the same job as a beauty blender. I love these regular sponges, you know, with the regular teeth, the regular bottom. You see how pretty this Charlotte Tilbury highlighter is? It's not a highlighter, but we're gonna call it highlighter. It's amazing, it's stunning, I love it. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, and I use this right where I have texture. It helps me blur my pores and kind of like blur that texture I have, those little bumps I have. And I like to tap the product. I go around the nose. Now the foundation I used that day, it was the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. It's not a full coverage foundation, but it is medium coverage. This can probably be like an everyday foundation. It's so lightweight. It's just so good. I love it. It's amazing for pictures, for flash photography. Today I'm gonna mix it with this NARS foundation. I'm mixing it because I'm super tan right now. Well, my shoulders are darker than anything else. This is in the shade Vanuatu, and this is in the shade White 365. So I'm actually gonna use a brush to apply this, and after this I go in with my sponge. This pimple over here, it hurts so bad. Like even right now that I'm tapping, it hurts. I just like to smooth out these unwanted lines that I have on my forehead. Now, for covering my pimples, I realized that I like using 2 concealers. One of them is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, which is in the shade Medium Light. And this is kind of like a good match for me right now. I try to use a color that is my same skin color, and I don't use a concealer I'm going to use for highlights, because I don't want to highlight those, I want to hide them. I also like to use that NARS Paint Pot Concealer. I don't have it in here, honestly, and I can't find it anywhere. Okay, now I use this angle brush that I showed you guys before. What I like to do is just tap in there and then around. I'm doing this that Desi Perkins did on her acne videos, like how to cover pimples. I don't remember what brush she used, but I like using this brush. I mean, I use it for my under eyes, but I like using it for my pimples as well. So something I realized that I have to do, and it has been a changer, is to set my pimples. So this is a brush I normally use to set my under eyes. I grab some powder and just grab a little bit in there. I realized that if I don't set this concealer, it doesn't last as long. And I can set my face and everything, but setting your concealer down as soon as you finish spot concealing is just a game changer. Honestly, you should try this. Let me know if it works. I kind of put a lot, you know, I just dab in the powder, just go in. Now I'm going to do my under eyes while I wait for that. So I like to use this Josie Maran. It's weird because I use 3 concealers, okay? Sometimes I just use this 2, but sometimes, or majority of the times, I will use this 3, which is the Josie Maran Vibrancy Concealer, and I like to use this to cover that blueness I have under my eyes. Then I use this Jouer concealer to highlight, and I kind of use this Urban Decay concealer to cover a little bit more that darkness. Okay, now I take my brush one more time, and I'm gonna use the Hourglass powder. This is the powder I've been using this entire time. I apply a little bit. So like I said, it is very hot in Houston, and I definitely have to set my face. So I'm gonna use this stippling brush. I don't like setting my face because I don't like feeling that much powder on my face, but I have to do it. And the way I found that it best works for me is using a stippling brush because it doesn't have that much product. Sometimes if I really want to cover a little bit more my pimples, I will use a foundation powder and just go on top of that, and that will be just boom, sealing the deal. I'm excited to use this new bronzer. This is a Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but this is a new shade that I got in the shade Deep Bronzer. The shade that I had was like the first shade they released, and that one is just too light for me. So I picked this up yesterday, and this is the darkest one they have. Hopefully it'll work for me. It smells amazing. I'm gonna grab this fluffy brush. So I grab my sponge, I grab my powder, okay guys, so my battery died and I had to finish my lower lash line. So I put this shade, Peach Sangria, really close to my lash line over here, just on the outer part. Then I smudge it out a little bit with Peach Copper, which is that Barbie pink from the middle to the outer part, and then I buffed everything out with just Peachy, which it was that transition color I had at the beginning, and that's it. And then I apply a little bit more of that white matte shade a little bit here. I'm gonna use my Sila highlighter. This is Brilliance, that's the shade. I really want to use this blush. This is the Benefit Cosmetics Dallas blush. I love this type of blushes that are like bronzer blushes. It's so pretty. I'm going to use a stippling brush from Luxie. I'm going to stamp this in here. A little bit. And then I'm going to use this Start Seduce blush. I think it was going to go really good with this eyeshadow. I'm gonna put a little bit of bottom mascara. Now, I love this Makeup Forever Mist and Fix Setting Spray. I don't like the mist because there's like giant water droplets at the beginning, and I just don't like that. So what I do is just like spray it up and then put it like this. I don't put my head immediately as soon as I spray because you will get those giant chunks of water. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna apply this Mcgrat lip liner in the shade Contour. I don't know how to pronounce that, honestly. I'm gonna apply this Bite Beauty lipstick in the shade Honeycomb. Okay, and this is the finished look. I love this bronzed out skin. I feel like I just came out from the sun. I mean, I think my face is a little bit lighter than my skin, but I don't have a tone this dark for my skin, for my face. I thought this NARS one was the darkest one I have. And yeah, this was the makeup I wore for my dinner. And this makeup is really good because it is sweat proof. It was really good for that. It was dinner time, but the sun goes down at 8 o'clock, so we went to eat around 7 when we left the apartment, and it was so hot outside, so humid. My makeup didn't smudge at all. The flash photography is perfect, and I love this. I hope you guys like it. All the products, I'm gonna put them in the description down below. And don't forget to check out this sponge. It's $7.99. It's literally half price, no, more than half the price of the Beauty Blender, which is $20. And just check it out. It's really good. It bounces a lot. It's not stiff or anything. And subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up to this video if you like it. And just write in the comments down below what do you like about this makeup look, what would you like to watch next. And my next video I think is going to be the cleaning video that I have for my apartment because I need it, and I like videos like that as well, so I wanted to put something like that for you guys, for those that are a little bit on the lazy side like me. What do I do to get a little bit more motivated to clean up? So just definitely stay tuned for that, and thank you so much. Bye.